Hello everyone and welcome back to GSP Sea Fishing. It's a Thursday night, my night to go fishing. I am joined by Pete. There he is, shining the light. And well, this evening is not the best evening at all to be fishing. Well, just tides are wrong and it's just not a very good tide. So the low tide is at around 8:30. So we got a fish low, and when I was looking at my Tide app, which shows everything, I like to look at the fish activity sometimes, and as you can see there, not very good fish activity for today. It's a poor day for fish activity. There's hardly any activity at night, so it's just medium activity at the best. So we got, again, with that, bearing that in mind, we have to find somewhere to go fishing. There's a few marks that fish okay at low, but we decided to go somewhere new. Well, I did, and we've ended up at Boundary Road near Deal. It's sort of the edge of Deal, Kingsdown, and basically Boundary Road is a road that leads to the sea. We're fishing in between the groins, so I've got in front of me here groins there, as you can see, and they go out there into the water. And then just the other side of Pete, he's got some groins, so they're about 40 metres apart. The tide coefficient is quite small today. It's not dropping that much. We've still got about, I think, 4.2, maybe 4.4 foot mean at low, so still a bit of depth. Hoping at least dogfish or something. So we're going to get set up now, get some bait in the water and see if we get some fish. Well, you've just seen me bait up two different types of baits. That's on two different rods. Normally I go with my medium rod and then a bit of a heavier rod. Today I've gone with my medium rod and a lighter rod. So my medium rod is my Sonic. So I've got my Sonic Gravity there. Sonic Gravity HT, which is there in front of me. 15'4", 4.7. It's a nice all-rounder rod. It says 115 to 225 grams. I really, 6 ounces I'm happy with on that, with a 2-hook flapper or something along those lines. Then my next rod, which is lighter, which is my Vega Potenza. That's got the smaller Shimano 5500 on it. So on the Gravity I've got the what is it, don't even know what the number of it is. 14,000. There we go. It's a 14,000 on that. So that's got a 14,000 reel on it. This one's got 5,500. Smaller spool, takes a lot less line of the same diameter. So I've got smaller diameter braid on here, 7 kilo braid. Only got a 22 kilo leader on that. Both leaders are Cinetic Skyline. And as we come down, we'll do the Vega first. In front of me here, got a loop rig. Loop rig with a 150 on the bottom. You can see there I've got blacks, Dungy blacks, tip with squid. Now I've gone with blacks because I knew I was fishing low, so I didn't want to buy common lug. One, because blacks were available and they're better. Two, blacks can freeze down, so if I don't use them all I can stick them in the freezer. They're not great, but they're good as an emergency bait. So going with blacks, tip with squid, and then on the other rod I've got a small pulley dropper with a bit of sardine and sand eel wrapped on. So I'm going to put that out a distance. I'm sure that will get me a dogfish if anything. But if there's rays around, I don't know if they come here. I know they get caught around a lot of Kent, but this far south of Deal I'm not sure. But if they are, this will pick them up. If not, it will pick up dogfish. So I'm going to get both of these out now and then see if we get a fish. Right, so this is the Vega with the worms on a loop rig. It's not going very far. Well, we'll come and see Pete because, as you can see, his tip is flashing. I haven't put my second rod out. You've got one rod, haven't you, Pete?
Yeah, just straight on a 2 up Paternoster up and down.
Just with the black lugs on, yeah? Black lug on.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Just thought I'd give it a try.
nice.
I've got the other rod with me, to see how it goes.
It's quite cold, isn't it, Pete?
Yeah, the temperatures drops are going on, right? I've got my gloves on.
What do you reckon it is? 0?
Yeah, I haven't got the phone, it's in the motor, but yeah.
I reckon it's about 0.
Yeah, I feel so.
Luckily there's no wind, so it's, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go on. See if you can feel anything on there. Now I have had a few people asking about these rig lights, the tip lights. They are good if you're using rods with thinnish tips in still weather. If there's a wind, then they're flashing all over the place. If you've got a really thick tip on your rod, like I think it would fit on something like a standard Century or any fish anywhere, but anything bigger it won't fit on that. It just struggles to go on my Cinetic rod that I had last week. But in conditions like today, ideal. But I'm going to let Pete feel and hear shout when he gets something. Right, let's get this second one out. Now I'm going to do an overhead thump for 2 reasons. One, I've got a pretty dropper rig on, and as soon as I lay that on the ground it tends to come unclipped. And two, I've got the GoPro attached to the rod, which makes things a little bit difficult. So let's get this behind me like this and then thump this over my head. Lovely. I think that went well. There's Pete taking his light off before he casts. It's a good idea, isn't it, Pete?
Yeah, you can get tangled up.
It can get tangled up.
It's never happened to me when I've been lazy.
No, but it's that one cast, it gets tangled up and it could snap your tip, so. Well, it's not flashing, but there's definitely a bite on that right hand rod on the Vega. It's knocking. These tip lights are hit and miss. Well, the left hand rod was just twitching then. I'm wondering whether we are getting crabs. Pete's getting knocks. With the very low fish activity, and crab activity is going to be on the rise now because we're February, coming on to spring. Let's just hope we can get fish. Come on. Hang on now. I think there's something on this. Yes. There's something on this. Does it feel like a crab or is it a fish? Nice if it's what I want, which I want a flounder. What I really want. What have I got? There's definitely something on this. Definitely something on this. Come on. Don't be a whiting. Don't be a pouting. Don't be a doggy. Weed. Lots of weed. Maybe there isn't. Maybe it's just weed. Maybe it's just weed. No. Oh, it's something I haven't had. Oh yes. No. Huh. Well, I thought it was a rockling then, which I thought I haven't had one of them for ages. Nope. It's a tiny pin whiting. Well, that has saved the blank. There is that. Are you jealous, Pete?
No, I'm not with that toilet paper at the tip of your rod.
Toilet paper at the tip of the rod. Right, this doesn't look in great nick. Let's see if he swims back. Well, he looks. Oh no, there he is. Right, he hasn't. He's not great. If he floats up, we're taking for bait. He might have gone. I think he's gone. Lovely. Bit of a snag on that. Got caught on the knot. Get it off. Take that. That can go in the bag and put that in the bin. This is all weed, so it doesn't really matter. That's one way of doing it. Oh, I need to tie that. There in the distance is Pete. He just put his out. He's brought in again. He had bites again. I've just had a bite on the big rod, and it was a bite. It wasn't crab activity. It was definitely a bite. I'm now going with this again. This Vega. Let's try and get this out. See where I'm going with this. I'm going to go out that way, with that angle there. Don't want to go far. Do I? It's gone going. Wherever that's gone. I don't know how far that's gone. Further than I originally planned. Pete's just had a good rattle. So on a night that was supposed to be very poor activity and the tide's not great, we're at least getting a bit of action, a little bit of tip action. It's always nice just to be out, and we're trying a new venue over a different state of tide.
Yeah, there's not many people fishing apart from us.
There's no one fishing apart from us, is there? Not here. Nowhere, no. Hope that comes back, mate.
Yeah.
Got one. Yes, look, more plastic on this line. Plastic there. Plastic there. There seems to be a lot of crap in this water. And where's my bait? Well, my bait has been mangled. Let's get a new one on. Well, Sir Pete was reeling in. I'm chatting away to him thinking that he had nothing. He didn't even have a bite. Oh, but he got what I thought I had. There we are, little rockling, shore rockling, mate.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
I'll turn that off.
Turn your light off. A little shore rockling. There we are, something different, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, right.
Pete has just asked me to give him a hand putting this fish back. Are you alright, mate? You reckon you can do it?
Yeah.
Watch the splash. They give a very big splash when they return, mate.
I've got to get it in the deep water. The girth of this
The
fish.
girth of the fish. Whoa!
Oh.
It nearly had you, mate.
I
It nearly
did.
had you.
Did.
Well done. You've saved your blank.
Oh,
I've saved my blank.
I just don't know what to say. I'm overwhelmed by it all.
I can tell. There he is, watching his rods. Hello, Pete.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. Right, we're about low tide now. I've had one whiting. Pete's had one rockling. Pete's a blank, didn't it?
Yeah, well, I've never caught a rocklet.
There we are then.
So,
Lovely. I mean, this is a new venue at a new state of tide for us. So it's trying something different. Might not rush back here unless it really picks up. It's very difficult to tell because you've got different tides every day, different moon phases, different weather, different temperature of water. Oh, there's a big bite. Oh, that's going. Oh. Come on, back you come. Back you come. Have I missed it? Chatting away. That is on the big rod. I've missed it chatting to you. I meant YouTube. Oh.
you stand here and still you're there, you can see the rod.
Well, that was rattling around. As we were saying, it's very difficult to judge a venue because every day is different. And that was a big bite. And I missed it. I've got a little bit of sandy and a little bit of sardine wrapped together. I would have thought it was a dogfish.
Yeah. You never know.
Never know. Well, we've been here over 2 hours now. The temperature's getting colder, yeah, you're right, mate. And we're going to plod on a bit longer. Let's hope that fish comes back.
Yeah.
Right, let's whack this one out. Let's go for it. There. There we are. Really go into this. That is flying out there. Yes. Come on. Right, I'm going to bring this one in and see what's going on, Pete. This blue one that has been bouncing it, and it isn't anymore. Right, so I've either got a little fish on here or I've got a little bit of weed. I think it, I don't know, mate. There might be something on here. It was only, what, 25 yards out? No, I don't think there is. Don't think there is. Oh, yes, there is. Oh, how the hell? Didn't even get much of a bite with that. Well, there we are. We've got double shot of whiting. The rod wasn't even moving. Now it's about 25 yards at low water, just as the tide's pushing. So, might as well get these unhooked, like so. Down by the water's edge. Get this one back. There he goes. And he's alright. Just cruising along the... This one swallowed it. Let's see if I can get it. Go on, mate. Out you go. Go on. Well, they've both gone. Lovely. There we go. What you've got, Pete? Whiting. And a lot of plastic.
Yeah, look at that. Look.
Plastic on the tip.
Yeah.
Plastic in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not nice to see.
It's all in the fish's mouth. Look.
Yeah. Well done, mate.
Oh, it's cold.
Well, pop it down the side, that's it, and then push up. Like, down like that and push up.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, done. Well done, mate. Well done, mate. All safely returned. Well, we're still fishing, still getting bites. I missed that big one, which was annoying a while back. The whiting seem to be around, as they always are, around Kent in the winter. Where's Pete? He's behind me there somewhere having some hot chocolate. But basically we're making the most of the time we can fish. I can't fish every day because I work. Weekends I'm busy. Pete's just gone, oh, he's got a bite. So it's making the most of the time that's available to fish. It may not be the right state of tide, and the venue you want to fish may not be fishable due to the weather, but there's still fish about, depending on where you go. And oh, there we go, a little knock. As long as you're just happy getting a bite some nights, some evenings, then still try and get out there, get fishing. Doesn't matter where you go, you may even find an amazing venue at a different state of tide that you never knew about. I wouldn't say this is amazing yet, but there's time yet. There is the most microscopic tremble on the rod on the left. Just like the glass of water on the dashboard in Jurassic Park. Oh, there we go, there's a bite. Although the lights aren't flashing. So I'm going to bring this one in, the bigger rod. Hasn't done a lot. leave the other one out there. Let's bring this one in. Oh. Right, there's either weed on this. The other one's going now. Of course it is. So there's a weed or a fish on this. Because there is some weight, and that felt like a... Is there a fish on this? Can't be a fish on this. I've had no bites at all. Come on. It's got to be weed. But it does feel like a little bit of movement. It's got to be weed. Got to be weed. Where are we? Gone a bit lighter then. Gone a little bit lighter. Yeah, weed I think. There it is. Nice bit of plastic. Oh no, we have got a fish. Oh dear. Well, again, didn't do a thing. Sitting there, waiting to be eaten, I think. It's the biggest whiting of the day. It's probably about 20 centimetres, 22. So it's undersized. But still fish. Fish on a low tide at Newmark. There we go, look at that. Let's get him back. Well, we've had some bites on this, but it's gone a bit quiet. See if there's something on it. If not, it's coming in. Don't think there is anything on it. Or is it tiny? Possibly. No, I don't think it is. Or is it? There is. Hey, a tiddly whiting. There we go. Last fish. Another whiting. Foul hooked. A lot of life in him. He can go back. There he goes. He's fine. That's it. Well, we are done, packed up, aren't we, Pete? Everything's gone.
Are.
It's very dark around. It's alright, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, it's good.
It's alright.
Different thing, yeah. Good company sometimes.
Well, I can't say the same, mate, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
Got a rockling though, didn't you, mate?
Yeah,
you haven't had one of them, sure rockling?
No.
There we are, new species. Just goes to show if you can't get out fishing in the daytime or on the high tide, just get out when you can. Doesn't matter if it's high, low, halfway up, halfway down. Doesn't matter if the wind or the rain or the sun's not out. Just get fishing. There's fish everywhere if you're fishing the
just
right
enjoy
place. Enjoy it, exactly. If you're getting a bite,
yeah,
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't had nothing big,
no,
but we've had rattlers, haven't we?
Yeah, that's it.
And it's better than sitting indoors whilst your other half watches Love Island.
Yeah.
Yours doesn't do that, does it?
No, mate, mine doesn't do that.
She watches the boxing with you.
She's got Love Island.
Well, on that note, tight lines.